Hi, I'm Sarah. We have already set our intentions and our prayers for this session, so enjoy and learn.
In many sessions, you state that you like to quote Bashar. Who's making that statement? You guys, the team, or Sarah?
We all make that statement. We have picked Bashar out of her mind, like what we have learned, and then we make the statements. But she contributed by having him in her mind.
So have you guys met Bashar's people?
Not us personally, but we are aware of the Essassani.
Okay.
But there are other beings that work with and through the Essassani. And in particular, Bashar's guides and higher self, and Daryl Anka's guides, higher self, guardian angels, all angels, have lifted him to a point where he is aware of the energy transfers, so to speak, and how Bashar, which is also a conglomerate entity, must mesh with Daryl's frequency. They help him, his spirit guides and non-corporeal angels and such, help him in those moments to raise his frequency enough to meet the Essassani people known as the Bashar entity. So that, as we spoke of before, the meshing of energies is not detrimental to Daryl.
Okay. Back in session 17, the visitor mentioned that an ET being can tell if a human will harm it or not. How do they sense this?
You must understand that the ETs who have been and still are present on this planet are highly evolved themselves. So they don't see auras necessarily. But yes, that's how they sense whether there's negative energies coming off a person or positive ones. It's a sense. Humans have that sense.
Yeah, I know.
They do too.
Aye.
Theirs is just more, shall we say, refined.
And developed, probably.
That's what refined means.
To me, not, but okay.
The engineer speaks.
Mm-hmm. Are angels a real thing? If so, can powerful negative beings emulate one?
Yes, angels are real. No matter how powerful a negative being is, they can't not. They can pretend, but they can't carry it through. They can't truly emulate a light angel, shall we say, L-I-G-H-T, not weight-wise, but a light angel.
Okay. That's what I thought your answer was, but I was searching for the basis of the devil.
There are lower energy beings that throughout history have wreaked some havoc. And therefore the idea, the concept of the devil has come forth. And there were some, I guess you could call them fallen angels, who, but the term fallen means they allowed their personal energies to deplete.
Define that, please.
To lessen. Lessen.
Because that is not, to me, deplete. Deplete is to use something up completely.
No. Deplete is a degree.
Okay. Thank you. Sarah and I were recently told that we are light workers. So 2 questions came of this. What are light workers, and what is your take on that statement?
My take on the statement is that it appears to be true. Light workers are those who bring light into others' lives. There's many ways for that to happen. Oh, okay, you want to know those ways. Something as simple as making eye contact and smiling to a stranger. At a stranger, with a stranger. And you may never see that person ever again, but you brought a bit of light into their life. And you never know. It could have just been a friendly feeling to them, or it could be that they were having a bad day in whatever way, shape, or form, and feeling grumpy about it, and I don't mean the guide. But it lessens, again, Lessen, lessens their negative emotions about whatever. And it can be everything to calling upon non-corporeal beings clear up to source to assist in the raising of humanity's and Gaia's frequencies to the point of a peaceful, beautiful earth with loving, considerate, kind beings upon it. Upon her, Mother Earth. Did I say everything that clarified that for you?
For now. There may be others later.
Mm-hmm.
I was recently told that I am a star child. What is that, and is that true?
The whole concept of star seed, star... what?
Garbage.
Oh. Star children, star seed. You were all children of the stars. What most of humanity thinks of as star children or star seed is that there's a couple of things of that, but they think the belief is that their ancestry, so to speak, comes from stars outside of your solar system. There have been a handful of such beings in your history. Maybe even a couple of them are still alive, I think, maybe. So, but basically, the concept of a particular human being having been born of another star system and then somehow showed up on Earth, that concept isn't quite what the majority think it is. And like I said, you're all star children. Every human being who has ever lived and ever will live comes to Earth from some how do I say this? From some other place. There might be some whose soul family or their higher self soul has existed on another planet in another star system, perhaps even another galaxy. Well, most of them would be, or another universe even. But when they chose to come to planet Earth for these experiences, it was the soul, the oversoul, if you will. Not any one particular part of a soul, that same part coming here after having existed on another planet or plane or anything. But it could be the same basic soul, not the soul family, but the higher self. Desired for an existence, an experience on Earth, and maybe the being that answered that desire had been at one time physical on another planet somewhere. But it doesn't make them magical. It doesn't necessarily make any one of them more enlightened than anyone else, or it's just another experience among a multitude of experiences that can show up in a human being's memory as a past, quote unquote, life, or as an alternate existence. And maybe some of them are more spiritually developed when they come here, but that's a relative handful that make a difference. They come here to see if they can make a difference. But there are people who have lived multiple lives just on Earth, but they've learned enough and they've been willing enough to learn and grow that they also can make a difference. So if you are a star child, that just means that perhaps somewhere in your lineage, shall we say, a part of your soul has lived elsewhere. But that could actually be said for quite a few. And some of them come here and have to start from scratch. Other ones come here and they are already enlightened. As I said, not very many of those. But I wouldn't let it go to my head if I were you.
Oh.
I'm not aware, we, the team, we are not aware of you in particular being among what is termed star seed or star children.
I do not see myself there either. However, with all that said, I have been told in the past in these sessions that one of my incarnations was on a foreign planet. So I'm wondering if that is why this particular person said I'm a star child, because
Could
of
well
that.
be.
I'm just trying to piece things together.
Right. Put things together, build it, and see what contraption comes out of it. That's what
Yep.
you do.
Mm-hmm.
And this person could have, and probably did, sense that of you. And being of the belief in such things as star children and star seed, they would have recognized that. However, yes, for you, yes, I'm rethinking,
Reevaluating.
reevaluating.
New data has arrived.
New data has arrived.
Whoopee!
I think it was there, I just misinterpreted. And I could be wrong in this. You might need to do some research yourself. But star children, quote unquote, are a younger generation than yourself. Those that are generally termed star children
Yes, I agree with that.
are younger because star children are growing exponentially spiritually.
Yes.
Star seed could be, I believe I'm right in how I described that, how I defined star seed. Your soul was experiencing another planet, maybe more than one. Decided to check this one out. That would make you of starseed. I do believe, though, that those that are proponents of those two terms are putting more into the whole thought than
Yeah, I agree with you.
giving it more credence, more weight than
What it really needs.
right, that it's not warranted. Because one way of looking at it, as I said, you are all star children, because the collective agreement was that Earth, your solar system, the universe, was made of star debris, shall we say. Things in the universe, particles that came together. And in that sense, you all belong to the stars, you all came from the stars. Because your solar system came from the stars, primarily Sol, S-O-L. I'm not saying not to be filled with joy at the prospect of the concept, because joy is a good feeling.
It is.
Just, like I said, don't put too much emphasis on it other than that.
I agree.
do some research, and if you have further questions, I'll do my best. We will do our best.
Okay. As I was waking up on the morning of May 15th, an image of a plant leaf appeared in my mind, and then the same leaf with parts of it highlighted, accompanied with the thought that only the portion of the leaf that is needed. Can you give more details? It was the first time I ever had a dream like that.
Well, the thing is for you to figure it out yourself, basically. It was your dream. Did you recognize the leaf?
Nope.
And only certain segments of it were highlighted.
Yes, the sections highlighted were the ones with the smallest veins. That part I do remember.
I could give you an opinion, but again, it's for you to determine yourself.
Would your opinion help me in finding an answer?
It might sway you in one direction, which may not be correct.
Then I pass on that.
All right. As you figure it out and learn about it or have questions, other sessions, you can bring those up.
If I give you permission to enter my mind again, can you provide any more details? Will you be able to find anything in there, you think? Well, there's a lot of stuff in there, but none of it's pertinent, I don't think.
Actually, I believe the answer that I just gave is sufficient for now.
Okay.